Justin, what's up, my man?
Not much, man. How's it going?
Good. Let me turn my camera on. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Mine's not on either. There we go.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. How we feeling, buddy?
Not bad. Not bad.
Are you in the Kansas City area? Is the 816 number? Are you KC?
Yeah, I'm 5 minutes north of Kansas City.
Okay, very cool, man. I'm familiar with the area, man. I kind of go to those KC sporting games quite a bit, and I used to
Okay.
live there for a little bit. Yeah, man.
Okay, where'd you live?
Overland Park.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
My cousin.
so go ahead.
It's my
What'd you
cousin's
say?
at Park.
Oh, okay, very cool, man. Small world. All right, brother. So I was doing some research, checked over the type form. It looks like you've been an in-person trainer for quite a long time now. How long has it been exactly?
It's about a little over 3 years, I think.
3 years. Okay. And we have no online experience though, correct?
No, so I guess background story is I've been a trainer for Anytime. Well, until April of this year, I'd been a trainer for Anytime Fitness.
Okay.
So I was managing Anytime Fitness in St. Joseph, Missouri, just an hour north of Kansas City. And when I left there, my clients were their clients. So I bought my own gym, and now I'm starting over. But I have one guy that I kept with me. He's still in St. Joe. So we're doing some online stuff just to kind of help me get my feet wet and to keep him going. So, but I mean, yeah, other than just my one guy, I have pretty much no experience in the online training room.
Totally cool, man. Now, are you doing like a lot of in-person then at your current gym, or what does that look like?
Yeah. So like I said, we just bought the gym in April. I just got it to a place that's a whole different nightmare of a story. But I just got it to where I felt comfortable advertising personal training. I've been advertising my training program for today's the start of week 2. And I've got 8 clients in a week. So I don't have a problem getting them in person, but
For sure, man. So it's just how to make transition and get to that more impact on the online space to save us some more time. Is that correct?
yeah. So and like all 8 of my in-person clients that I have at this gym, they're all 50 plus, and they're not going to do it online. I offered that as an option, and every single one of them told me they don't understand how to work it. They don't know how they would do it. So, and I understand that for that demographic, but I know there's a whole another demographic out there that I'm not touching.
For sure. What is your price points for in-person right now?
So I advertise it as a 6-week challenge. The 6-week challenge is $600. If they want to do the monthly, I do it for $69 a week for the year is what I do it. So it's like $280 a month.
Okay. Cool, man. Now, outside of you obviously wanting to impact more people in the online space and obviously get more clients, what else are we doing this for? Like more financial freedom, more flexibility? I think you had mentioned maybe some time with your daughters. Is that correct?
Yeah. So obviously the financial aspect of it is I won't call that priority number one, but obviously, that helps. I'll never say no to money. But yeah, man, I've got an 11-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and we all still live in St. Joe. So I actually drive 45 minutes a day to get to my gym. So I leave, I drop them off at school or the babysitter. I come down here, I get back, depending on the night. Some nights I don't get back till 8, and 2 of the 3 of them are already in bed.
Yep.
So
I totally get that, man. I was a master level trainer for over 15 years. So I worked at corporate gyms such as Genesis or 24 Hour Fitness. I think Genesis bought them out.
Yeah.
And I was a fitness manager over there. So there's always a cap on the earning potential that you can make, but you're always in the gym nonstop. Then I went private. Right. I was charging $150 per session, which was making a killing, but I was also working from 4:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night. I've got 5 kids, and my wife was like, "Hey, you need to get your ass home." So that's how I ended up going to online as well.
Dude, that's actually how I ended up in the fitness industry. Period. I was a cop, man.
Yeah.
My wife was like, to get your ass home. So
Okay, cool, man. So outside of that, financially, what do we need to be bringing in to make this comfortable for you?
Um, shit. I mean, even if I was doing like 10K months, I'd be pretty happy there. Um, obviously, I know, I know that really the sky's the limit with this. So anything over that would be wonderful. But I think if I was doing somewhere between like 85 and 10 a month, we would be in a decent spot.
Cool. So give you some context behind that. Industry averages 300 up to 500 per month. 300 being on the lower end, 500 being on the upper end, depending on really what our offer is, right? If we're doing more done for you, such as like doing their grocery list and all those other things and ordering for them, that can even be a higher ticket offer as well, which could
Right.
really appeal to maybe an older demographic that is interested in going online because you're doing all the guesswork, you're taking that all, removing that. But let's just say on average, you were bringing in upwards of $400 a client. Okay. If you had 25 clients in totality, that gets you 10K, right? So
Right.
it can happen relatively fast, especially in the area that you're at in Kansas City. It can happen. It can explode pretty quickly, right? You have a whole world
Sure.
to pull from. So about 25 clients. Outside of that, what do you feel like is the biggest challenge to really get this thing up and running the way that you want it?
Honestly, man, I think it's just I don't know how to market it. So like I have for my in-person training, I have a marketing company that I use because I can train them. I know, I know the industry. I know the workouts. I know the nutrition, but I don't know shit about marketing. Be plain like.
For sure. So marketing, how are we doing with like lead generation as well? Do you need all those systems and processes?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know pretty much nothing about it, and that's honestly kind of what's kept me out of doing this in the past. Is just honestly, where to even start? You know,
Cool. Man,
I'm
I was exact same spot, because when you're an in-person trainer, you know what's your bread and butter, you know how to get them, but then it's like, oh shit, I didn't even really know how to log on to social media back in the day. So it
right.
was a huge process for me. I'm like, I don't want to do this, but it is a necessary evil. And then once you get good at it, then we can actually maximize our local community. So for instance, give you an example, I'm partnered with the local supplement company out here. I have all my clients on a specific supplementation based upon their goals. That supplement company will give me 30 referrals a month because I support their business. So I'm getting warm leads all the time because I'm really well known in Omaha, right?
Right.
Also do conversations at my wife's job. She's a healthcare provider. I'll go talk to their CEOs. I'll get 15 referrals just off of a 20-minute free conversation. So I'm really thinking outside the box. I'm not only focused on DMing, which is a necessary evil, right? But I'm also mastering the availability that I have, and I'm relying on my network that's right in front of me. And that's an easy way to get people to want to get filtered into your online space as well. So
Okay.
thinking outside the box there. So it sounds like marketing, systems and processes, but overall just really where to start, which is pretty natural. Sounds like what we've tried so far is marketing companies for your in-person, a little bit of advertising as well. But this is our kind of our first steps as far as online goes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Got that. Now, as far as what do you feel like you need from a business coaching mentorship? Like, are you looking for direct feedback, guidance, get step-by-step game plan? What does that look like?
Well, obviously to start, I'm gonna have to have my hand held through it. But really, once I know it, I learn pretty fast. Once I learn it, just like guidance and feedback, saying, "Hey, I see you got this going on. Maybe try this," or just little like tips and tricks. Honestly, like I said, once I learn it, I know it. So just
Got it.
I guess like I don't know. I don't want to call it like back end support, but like I don't know, some kind like just kind of like a support network where if I do have questions, I can be like, hey, this is what I run into. How do I overcome this, or what's the workaround here? Type stuff.
So it sounds like community is like a big deal to you. Like you like to have multiple touch
Yeah,
points. Is that correct?
yeah, and I also know that I don't think Omaha is probably too crazy different than Kansas City, but like, what people are doing up in like New York is obviously different than what we're doing down here in the Midwest. And I also know that in a small town like the town that I'm in here, people kind of like that coastal feel. It's like a novelty. So, if I have some contact with somebody over on the East Coast, I'm like, what are you guys doing there? Well, this is what's popular here. Throw that into a workout, and people pick up on that, and they just spreading sharing the knowledge, I guess, really.
Yeah, expanding your networking pool, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Now, in the next 4 to 6 months, where would you like to see yourself differently than where you're currently at with your business?
I would like to not have to be here every day.
Okay.
So honestly, I'm at my gym. I'm in my gym. I try not to come in on Saturdays. I won't come in on Sundays, but I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 to at least 6 or 7 most days. And like I said, I have almost an hour drive. So just not having to be here every day, maybe being able to hire someone to manage the club while I'm doing my online stuff and get to spend some time with my kids.
Yeah, dude, like right now, including drive time, you're easily over 50 to 55 hours a week of what you're doing, right? So from dad to a dad, I already know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you, like, how does that make you feel knowing you're not getting that time?
It sucks, honestly. And what really sucks about it is I've kind of found myself in the same place that I was when I first got into the gym business. Because like I told you, my wife was like, hey, you're spending all your freaking, I worked 45, when I was a cop, I still worked 45 minutes from home. And we worked 12. So I was 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., an hour and a half drive time. By the time they were home, by the time I was waking up, it was time they were home and I was getting ready to head back to work.
Yep.
So what really sucks about it is at the time she was 7 or 8, my daughter came up to me and she was like, Dad, I want you to come to my gymnastics meet this weekend because you haven't been to one all year.
Oof.
I was like,
ouch.
And dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I called my sergeant. I was like, I got to find someone to work for me. He was like, don't have anybody. I said, okay. I resigned right there.
Wow, that's a huge jump
right there. So, and I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Honestly, I just got lucky, and I was working out at the Anytime in St. Joe, and I knew the owner from just working out in there. And he actually worked in Overland Park, Bonner Springs. He owned an insurance company in Bonner Springs, and was like, I need someone to run my gym. Why don't you just come do it? And I was like, I don't know how. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. He said, it's fine. Okay. So I'm not new to the trial by fire thing, but just being where I'm at now kind of sucks. My daughters are like, hey, where are you at?
Yeah, so, like same boat I was in, like waking up in the morning, I was gone before they woke up, and then I'm kissing them goodnight when they're already asleep. I felt like a piece of shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. It's fucking horrible.
Because my wife was like, you know what, you're making good money, but those kids don't even know what you're doing. They would rather have you present than worried about how much money dad's making. They're never going to remember that. You're missing out on time. And they do grow up fast as shit. And before you blink, you're like, fuck, I just missed out on a ton. Yeah. Oof, I get that, brother. Cool.
Well, you can always make money. You can't make more time.
So, yeah, exactly. Let's do a quick recap, make sure I got everything correct. All right. So previously you were in law enforcement. Then you went into managing Anytime Fitness. We've been an in-person trainer for 3 years. As of April, you went on your own, got this gym right now. You're working with one guy online, kind of getting a feel for that. Right now, you have 8 clients. You've been trying to utilize some paid marketing for your in-person services. Your biggest reason why is, first of all, family, more time with your daughters. But secondly, we want to have some financial stability. We want to be able to walk away from the day-to-day aspects in our gym to run this full time. Our biggest challenge is marketing systems and processes. Really, we're in the first steps. What we need is an effective game plan, guidance, feedback, community, and resources and tips, expanding our networking pool. The next 4 to 6 months, we'd really like to be able to the point where we can hire someone else for that gym, where we can be home more, working remote, be around those kiddos, give them what they really need. And then we're generating that type of lifestyle that we've always wanted to live. Is that correct?
Exactly, man.
Cool, man. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go into an overview of what we have to offer. Then I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to get you to 10K. Cool?
All right.
All right, my man. Let me know when you can see my screen and we'll party.
There it is.
All right. So as you know, with the Next Level Coaching Academy, this is a pretty big deal. We're accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a rating of an A out of a possible A+. We're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. Do you have any of these certifications?
ISSA.
Beautiful. So for you,
guys can
this
work
is
out.
continuing education credits, brother.
Oh, cool.
Now on the success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got 10K Accelerator. We've got Mastery Level Coach. 10K Accelerator is going to be ideal for an individual such as yourself who is looking to make that transition from the 9-to-5 or the in-person gym to more of the online platform. The information in this course will get us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months if so desired. Now, once we're hitting 10K on a consistent basis, we can always upgrade into Mastery Level, where our focal point will eventually be to get to that 100K per month, kind of step away from the coaching aspect, become more of a CEO of our own business. So for right now, we're building our foundations. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Our program is broken down into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do, get you some paying clients right out the gate, then establish a solid business foundation. We'll help you generate leads organically utilizing AI and ChatGPT to make things more efficient. And we'll develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, on the support side of things, it's second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach. That individual has been through both 10K and Mastery Level. They have a high 6- or 7-figure business of their own, built out the information in our course, so they're battle tested. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you're at, where you want to get to, the most efficient way to get there. Every 2 weeks, one-on-one coaching calls, get a chance to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and then get very specific instructions on what you need to execute. When we're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week and we completed the sales module, we'll introduce you to your own sales coach as well. This is an individual who will teach you the psychology behind sales, how to maximize your return of investment, and to close down those sales calls at a 40% clip or greater. You're going to have bi-weekly group calls as well. 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your 9-to-5. So this would go over client objection handling, client delivery, marketing, lead generation, mindset issues, even case studies. 24/5 tech support outside of that. So you'll be able to text your coach as much as you like. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. And then becoming an entrepreneur, as you know, is stressful as shit. So we help with that. We created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation sessions, even journaling to ensure you're in a good headspace to keep pushing forward. As far as the community aspects, you're going to have a private Facebook group. That's where you're going to really be able to expand your networking pool. We'll even have 24/5 tech support, 5 times a week group support calls, and then you'll also be eligible for the NLCA Live conference that takes place once a year. Resources, you're going to have the course curriculum. You'll have the Zenpreneur method. We even have done-for-you programming, which can save you hours of time when you're building your business. And we even give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements. We offer an optional certification at no additional charge. You already got yours, so that's something you wouldn't have to worry about. Any questions on that?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Cool. Here's the secret sauce to get you to 10K, man. 4 phases. Phase 1, we're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, but we're going to implement specific strategies that have been tried and true, and we'll make sure we get your first couple clients in that first week to week and a half. From there, company, organization, and design, we're going to set up all your back-end systems, make sure we have your LLC set up, make sure you're a full legal company, and then we're going to figure out what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. Phase 3, developing consistency. We're going to teach you organic marketing strategies to maximize your overall reach. We'll help you generate leads with our community lead generation method, which is WhatsApp group. And we'll even teach you basic sales funnel creations and close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine tuning of everything, really maximizing that sales skills, creating consistent client delivery systems, but emphasizing customer support and client retention to keep people happy for longer periods of time and advance into higher levels of your programming. Any questions on that?
No.
Beautiful. Now this is the actual course, 32 total modules. Each module has an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. Both the link and the videos are tutorial style, so it's literally step by step. It's dummy proof. Okay. First step to becoming a full-time coach, we talked about implementing strategies right off the gate. A lot of the resources we give to you are already done for you, so it makes our time more efficient. The Accelerator Directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the course to its fullest capabilities. The 10K roadmap will be broken down into 2 phases. What do we need to get from 0 to 5K? What do we need to do to get to 5 to 10? So you'll always know exactly what's expected. As far as your specific goals, we want to create daily and nightly routines to supplement that. And then fear of failure, anxiety, imposter syndrome, those are all natural, normal feelings. How can we move past that to move forward with our business? We've also identified identify the top 10 struggles you'll face as an online fitness coach, but we provided solutions to each and every one of these as well. As far as your administration systems and ChatGPT, this is where things get interesting. Have you started utilizing ChatGPT yet?
Yeah, I use a little bit.
Yeah, it's like Google on steroids, man. High power
Yeah.
virtual assistant. We can use this for creating SOPs. We can use it for content creation ideas, even workouts, things of that nature. Backend systems, we'll show you how to set up waivers, Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls. You can even utilize Trainer or True Coach to upload all of your programming, all of your nutrition into one spot, even customize the videos, make it more convenient for your clients. Financial systems, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to show you how to set. Do you have your own LLC set up yet?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Do you have your business bank account, all that stuff?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this one would have just covered all the business legalities. I'll skip over that because you got that. Target setting, we're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We'll deep dive into your specific goals. And then from there, we're going to figure out what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we're going to create our offer and pricing. It's going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program. The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer, which will be established upon your overall length of term. So we'll help create that high ticket offer and help with the structure of your pricing.
Okay.
As far as organic marketing, we're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work, get 14 different pieces of content created out of that 1 hour by utilizing some AI software, splices all up, makes things a lot more easier. And again, it's all about consistency and efficiency there. We're going to show you how to set up podcasts and YouTube to maximize your overall reach and let people know who you are and what you're about. And then we'll show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting. There's very specific strategies and resources we employ in each platform to really get the most out of it. We'll even show you how to do the most for TikTok as well to get more client engagement and more leads. Content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Pro, Canva Basic, and Microsoft Designer. Great editing features, really helps with your page aesthetics. It's good for branding and logo designs as well. And then we'll go into the 10K lead generation framework. There's 3 different ways we do this. First of which is what we call earned media. This is like people raising their hand and wanting to reach out to you first. So we'll give you specific strategies and resources to get people interested and have them reaching out to you first. And then the opposite of that is what we call conversation and calls. This is outbound marketing. This is you reaching out to individuals first. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation and call examples, but more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms, how to build and nurture these relationships, have more one-on-one intimate conversations, and have these new leads filtered in so they're already talking to people you already have been servicing, so they become much a warmer lead on the sales call. Any questions on that so far?
No.
Cool. Referral strategy, easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers talking about how dope you are. We'll show you different strategies and resources to incentivize people to bring you more referrals without actually having to ask. And then if you're going to be a fitness entrepreneur, you got to be good at sales. So we're going to maximize your sales skills because we want to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first of which is what we call a meet and greet. It's like a 10-minute screening call, trying to figure out this person is going to be a good fit for you. And if you can actually solve their problem, we'll give you real-time examples with our coaches. The second of which is a closing call. We're trying to lock them down, turn them into an actual client. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be an absolute game changer for you, creating financing options for people who normally couldn't afford it, and then how to lock down that lead once and for all. Once we lock them down, we want to go back and we want to track all this. We want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of term. So we'll give you resources and strategies to make sure that you're tracking this the correct way because we want predictable data every single month. Objection handling, this will be a game changer for you. This will be the million reasons as to why someone doesn't want to start their online fitness journey. So the more we can familiarize ourselves with these excuses, the easier it is to overcome these objections on the sales call and get them to realize how important your program is. Onboarding process, probably the most overlooked area by trainers and coaches. Someone's first 30 days in your program, this will make or break if people want to continue with you. We want to make sure that we're setting standards and expectations. We're getting them resources in their hands within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their programs to establish trust and get them excited and keep them busy. Client delivery, this is your bread and butter. Week-to-week process and how you deliver services, but we teach you how to do it more efficiently. And then also, you know this as well, no matter how good you are, someone's going to ghost you, someone's going to quit, someone's not going to listen. It's inevitable.
Yep.
Usually there's a reason behind that. Some of them want a larger community feel. Some of them want more individualized touch points with you. Some of them want challenges. Some of them want gifts. And some of them just want to be incentivized to do what's expected of them. So we'll give you resources and strategies to get them to execute at a higher level.
Okay.
And then we'll move into customer support. How do we deal with cancellations, refund requests? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it for the upcoming months? And then lastly, client retention. How can we keep people happy for long periods of time? Advance them to higher levels of your programming. So we'll teach you how to track that as well. Any questions on that so far?
No, nothing yet.
Cool. Quick recap. So 4-month program. You're gonna have your customized game planning call. You're gonna have that one-on-one coach the entire duration. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a private sales coach. You're gonna have the Facebook community and CEO trainings. 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming, and optional certification and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing here?
No, I don't think so.
Cool. What questions you got for me so far?
Nothing really. It's all pretty straightforward. It's a lot of shit, but obviously it works. So
Absolutely, man. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
yeah, I got to read through some of them.
Cool. I'm going to share you the client averages really quick. Okay. A lot of individuals want to know what the top 10 percenters are. We show you what the basic individual does. Okay. So 73% of our students sign their client in month 1. On average, it takes them just 1 week to do so. So cool stat behind this. The individuals that sign their client in month 1, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging over 6,500. So just to be a basic mediocre individual, you could expect to make 6,500 up to 8K. Do you think that you're mediocre?
I like to think I'm beyond mediocre. So.
That's a good thing. Now, this is cool, man. On average, the students that are hitting 10K a month, it only takes them 13 weeks to do so. So just over 90 days on average, you could be working your way into a completely different tax bracket, right?
Right.
The students who stay with us 12 months have 97 clients on their roster on average. Those individuals, 97 clients, are averaging 366,000 per year. Okay. Any questions on that so far?
No.
Cool. Right now, people are loving the program. They're grading this a 4.6 out of 5. Now, did you get to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so a lot of companies will have a money back guarantee. We have a 3 times your investment guarantee, or you get 100% refund. Now, in order to qualify for that, pretty simple. Attend your game planning call, which is pretty basic. Attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month. 1 group support call each week. Charge at least the bare minimum suggested price of $250 or more for services. No late payments. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification if that's something that you want to utilize, and run a scholarship within the first 90 days, which is only going to get you more people. If you do all that, show up and do the work as laid out, we guarantee you will 3 times the amount you invest in, or you get 100% refund. Year to date, we've helped almost 3,000 students. We've only had to return 1.6%.
Shit. Okay.
So really, if you are confident in your own skill set and ability to follow through, you can't go wrong. All right. Now, after seeing all this, do you feel like this checks off all the boxes that you were looking for a business coach mentorship?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Are you 100% confident in your own skill set and abilities to follow through with this and execute it?
Yeah.
Do we feel like we got at least 10 to 20 hours per week to dictate on this?
I can find 10 to 20 hours a week.
Yep. If you're in 10 to 20 hours per week, you're in a solid spot. Okay. So let me tell you how I did it when I was going through with all those 40 clients I was training. So what I would do is, on your way to work and on your way home from work, pop in the modules. Before you work out, while you're doing your cardio, pop in a fucking module. On Sundays, you're just like me. I never coached on Sundays. I would wake up maybe 2 hours before my kids and my wife. I'd pop in a module before church. The rest of the day was all about family. So I was still finding ways to get my time in. So by the time I was done with the module, I'd come home, I'd just execute. The way this course is set up, you just execute as you go. So it's not one of those things where you read and watch everything and then go back and execute. You execute in order as it has laid out, with the support, with the additional touch points. You can't go wrong. It's that simple. Give you some quick context on this. I meant to show you this earlier, but let's just pretend you were in administration systems. Okay. So for instance, you click on this overview. Every module has an overview link. You'll click on this. You go here and then check this out. This literally goes step by step in written format on exactly how to do this. Now, when you click on these things, it automatically saves to your Google Docs. So you'll have this forever. And then when you go to the videos, let's just say you want to set up wait for payment. You click on this. So he's literally going step by step for you. That's simple. You can't fuck this up unless you actually tried to fuck it up.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Any questions on that so far?
Not yet.
Are we feeling like this is going to give us the results that we're looking for?
I think so. I mean, I looked into a lot of different places, and you're the only one I reached out to. So
I like it. Cool. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how much this thing is going to cost us. Okay.
let's talk
There'll
about
be a
that.
payment plan, and there'll be a paid
Okay.
full option. Payment plan means we put down a down payment, we spread the rest out over 4 months. Paid in full just means we pay the whole damn thing up front, we save a significant amount of money. Now, the best thing about this is no matter where you're at financially, we have extended payment plans and we also have financing options. So if this is exactly what you're looking for, which it sounds like it, I'll have something that I can create for you. Cool?
Okay.
All right, man, let's talk about this thing. What's it going to cost us? Only $100K in your left kidney, brother. No, I'm playing, man. There's a payment plan of $7,300 and there's a paid in full option of $6,500. It saves you $800. Out of those two, which do you think works best for you?
It'd probably have to be the payment plan.
Yeah, that's what the majority of individuals do. So let's talk about that. Okay, we have a couple of different ways we can split this up. I'm going to start off with what the average client usually puts down. Okay, an average client will usually put down about $2,300. That takes that $7,300 down to $5,000. You spread $5,000 out over 4 months. It's equivalent to $1,250 per month, which is you needing 3 to 5 clients to make that back. Okay. Do you feel like that's pretty reasonable for you?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
It's not so much about me. It's gonna be more about my wife.
Got that. Gotcha. Now, are we talking about the monthly payments? Does that seem a little high, or are you talking about the down payment itself? Which one are you more worried about?
The down payment I could come up with. It's the monthly payments that she's gonna probably take issue with, and that's just because, like, so I left the job. I left my job. I left a good job, and I pretty much went to not taking a paycheck right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll get the gym running. So we really went from 2 pretty decent incomes to a one income house.
Sure.
So that's just kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, as this gym grows, that changes. But
let's talk about some options that'll help you out a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, if we spread that payment, normally we don't do this, but if we spread the payment out over 6 months, now we get those bad boys under $1,000 per month. So let's just pretend if you're not too worried about the 2,300 down, let's take that into consideration. So that's 5,000, okay, left over. And we divide that by 5 months remaining. That would take your payments 5,000 divided by 6, $833. How are we feeling about that?
That's obviously way better. I'm still, either way, I'm gonna have to swing it by. It's gonna have to go through her. I think I could swing that. But at the end of the day, if I have $833 coming out of my account, she's gonna want to know what it's about, and she's gonna have some questions. So I definitely have to talk to her. I want to do it. My wife's gonna be my obstacle. I'm not gonna lie.
I got you. Don't worry about that, man. I'll talk you through that. Let me ask you this. How good is our credit? Good, bad, great, awesome, shitty? What does it look like?
It's good. It's good.
Like, give me a range. Where are we at?
I'm probably 675, 700 up in that area somewhere.
Okay, so I got a couple different options. One of which I know will work for sure. That one's called Sweet Pay. It's a third-party financing company. What this allows us to do is we can take that 7,300 and we can divide that over 12 months instead of 4 or 6. Okay, so the cool thing is it's only 5% down. So 5% of 7,300 is 365, plus a one-time service activation fee of $59. So to get going today would be $424. Essentially, what I would do is I'd give you their customer service number and be like, hey, I just made a payment. I don't want to have to owe another one by the end of the month. So they'll give you an additional leniency. So probably wouldn't be another payment until August 15th, which is roughly like 6 weeks away. Then your monthly payments from that point on would be equivalent to $622 per month, which is you needing like 2.5 clients if you're charging the minimum.
Okay.
How do we feel about that?
That's, I mean, best option.
For sure. So my thought here is you and your wife's dynamic might be similar to me and my wife's. We usually have an amount to where I don't need to ask permission. If I'm going to be doing something that makes sense for the family, it gets us 3 times our investment, and it's guaranteed, and it's only based upon if I put in the work, I'm willing to bet on myself. So a lot of women do like a man that will take charge and take action based upon for the overall family. If your goal is to be home with those kiddos and be closer to your wife, 9 out of 10 times, they're not going to be worried about it. If you're like, hey, sweetheart, I found a solution to some of our problems that we've been talking about for a while. This is going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're going to learn how to market to A, bring people to the gym if they want to deal with me in person, but B, also market ourselves for our online business, right? So if you can show your wife how this will benefit, women are more emotional thinkers. So if you can tie it into how it'll benefit them and the family, they're usually pretty supportive. That's how my wife was. Right. I literally called my wife and was like, hey, I'm about to make a decision I think will greatly impact our family. I'm looking for your level of support, not your approval. She was like, do what you got to do. If this gets you home and you're not working 70 hours anymore, then I'm with it. So sure. Do you feel like that's a good price point to where she won't be overly alarmed?
She's going to be alarmed either way. But that's definitely more. That's definitely more doable. That's something I could take to a conversation with her and her not like completely freak the fuck out.
Yeah, so. For sure. For sure. So what about this? Got 2 different options that we can do. Okay, so that's one. You'll get approved for that one for sure. It's like a 90% success rate. Now the other one, it's hit and miss. Okay, so one's called Fund My Contract, and what this allows us to do, we take that $7,300 and break it up into very smaller payments, and it'll be a 6 or 12 months, same as cash. So essentially, whatever we get approved for, as long as we pay the loan off before 6 months, there's no interest. Okay. So as an example, there was this guy that got approved for like an 84-month loan. His monthly payments was like $166. Now the course itself is 4 months long, 3 times your investment guarantee. We should be able to pay this thing off way before 6 months, right? So yeah. It's going to be hit and miss, but I like to see if we get approved for that because it will not affect your credit to find out, but at least it puts something on the game, on the table for us to play towards your wife. You cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, let's try this out. Let's see what happens here. All right. So what is a good email for you?
Let's go just Justin Boyles, Justin.
Oops, hold on. I don't know why it's doing this. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Gotta read. Okay, let me try to refresh this bad boy. All right. Okay, Justin Boyles.
2@gmail.com.
2@gmail.com. All right, check your email, my man.
All right.
It takes about a couple minutes just to fill out to see if we get approved for it. It's a game changer if we do.
Okay. There it is.
Guys, got any big 4th of July plans?
No, we kind of did our thing this weekend. My 11-year-old, I share custody with her mom, so she's with her mom this week. So we're just kind of hanging out.
Cool. So you got one with her, and then are the other two with your wife?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got 5, man. So 3 are by 3 different women, and then the other 2 I inherited from a marriage. So like she had her own 2 through a previous marriage, and then I had 3 of my own. So it's a house full of chaos.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee it. Yeah, I figured that one wasn't gonna work.
Don't worry about it, man. So it's always worth a shot, man.
Yeah.
I've seen. So that one. So we know for sure Sweet Pay will work. The other option. Let me ask you this: do you have a PayPal account?
I don't use it, but my wife does.
Okay, so this is cool. PayPal will allow you to utilize, factor in you and your wife's credit and earning potential. Okay, so do you know? Go to paypal.com/credit really quick.
All right.
And what we're doing is we're trying to apply for a line of credit. This is not affecting your credit. It's just a soft credit check to figure out if we get approved for a line of credit. But essentially it's 6 months, same as cash as well. If you get approved, there's no interest for 6 months as long as we pay that off before the 6-month mark. So once you get to paypal.com/credit, you'll sign in, and you're going to hit apply, and you're applying for a line of credit, not the credit card.
Okay. I don't know her PayPal login, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, no problem. Do you have your own?
No, I don't use it.
Okay, cool. So that could be something that could help us get in the door as well. What is her credit like? Is her credit?
Her credit sucks. She had a bankruptcy.
Okay, so our best bet right now is either going to be A, if we can do without financing options, or B, if we do that Sweet Pay. And that sounds like the Sweet Pay was more ideal for what you were thinking, like long term. So like and you can pay off the Sweet Pay in early as well with no penalties. Okay. So that one's not same as cash, but you can pay it off early. Okay.
Right.
So that one I'd put down for there just to get going, 424 as a start point, and then 6 weeks if you like popped on this deal later today or whatever tomorrow, whatever this week, your monthly payments would be equivalent to about 622. Okay. What does your wife do? What does your wife do for a living?
She's a dental hygienist.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Does she got to work today? Did she have to work today?
Yeah, she's working today. She'll be off tomorrow, and then she goes right back.
Yep, that's how we are too.
So
do you think what you could do is have a conversation with her later tonight? I'll send you over like a brief presentation so she can kind of watch through how everything works.
that'd be awesome.
Yep, I'll send you the picture of the guarantees, the averages, so she can see that as well. And then the points that she's going to want to hear, especially she's a businesswoman backed by the Better Business Bureau, 3 times your investment guarantee. So you have to sell it that you will follow through on this because it's really going to be on you, right?
Yeah.
And then the biggest selling point, I get to be home around you guys more. No more 70 hours. I can literally work remote.
Yeah.
That's going to be the huge one. Cool.
Yeah. Well, and I think if I have something to show her and I can sit down and talk to her, I think I can get her on board, really. But she's gonna have to see it. She's a very visual person. She's gonna have to see it. If I call her and I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do, she's gonna tell me we'll talk about tonight. So
Yeah, that's a wife for you.
I
I
know.
totally get that. Cool, man. So I will send that stuff over for you. And then why don't you just shoot me a text later? That number I text you from is my number. So go ahead and lock me in. But after this call, I'll send you over that information and then shoot me a text tonight. And if you guys want to get going, dude, it's nothing for me just to pop on real quick and start getting everything set up for you so you have course access.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I said I'm fairly confident I can get her on board.
Cool.
So she doesn't really like to tell me no, but she will.
Cool. Let's just in case, so let's set up like a backup. Yeah, 100%. I like that. Let's set up a backup call as well, just in case. You're Central Standard Time as well, correct?
Yeah.
What about tomorrow? What about do you want to do do you want to do Wednesday or Thursday? I have Wednesday at 6 open, but I have Thursdays pretty open right now.
Let's look at Thursday.
All right, cool. What time works best for you, man?
Thursday I'm free. I mean, the only time I'm not free is like 4:30 to 6:30. Anytime outside of that, I'm open.
Cool. What do you think about, you just want to shoot for 9 a.m. Central Standard Time?
Yeah, that'll work. We can do that.
Cool. So go ahead and lock me in now, and then I'll follow up with you guys probably on Wednesday just to kind of see how that conversation with you and your wife went. Obviously, hopefully shoot me a text tonight and kind of let me know where we're headed, and I'll make sure I have everything kind of like ready to go. So by the time Thursday comes, it's more streamlined for you.
Sounds good.
Is that cool for you, brother?
Works for me, man.
Hey, man, I greatly appreciate your time and attention. I told you we're gonna get something rolling for you, man. I believe in you.
No, I got to make it work. So
Got to.
I have to.
We got to be home for those kids, man.
I know. It sucks. It sucks being away from them. And like I said, like my 3-year-old, I got 3-year-old and 1-year-old. So I still have time, my 11-year-old, it's like, she's like, fuck, dude, come home. Like, come hang.
100%, man. Cool. Shoot me a text later tonight. Let me know how everything went. Cool.
Absolutely, man.
All right, buddy. You have a good day.
All right. You too. Thanks.